G'day, g'day. Stale here. I'm not looking at the men's draw. It's been happening in the background. It's very hard to know what's happening when they're pulling out the seeds out. So I'll wait till we get the quarter. It's pause. I can see it in my peripheral vision. I'm just going to go through it now and see how it's all turned out and just give my first initial reaction. All right. Australian draws Carlos Alcaraz first up. There we go. Adam Walton. Let's see if he can do a Jordan Smith and beat a high seed. That's tough. Adam's not in the greatest form, and he's going to be probably thrown to the walls there. Bless him. But hey, what an opportunity to play Carlos Alcaraz, no doubt, on centre court. That's huge. Okay, looking through Hunfman qualifier, Sebastian Korda, School Kate up against Mutet. Quarter in there, so maybe quarter Mutet to go and play Alcaraz third round. That all looks very doable for Carlos. He hasn't played any matches, so he probably wants some nice lead-ins. And Walton, Huntman, and Mutet or Quarter. It's, Quarter, he lost Kokonakis in Adelaide. He didn't look that great. Mutet, who knows? But I think that looks good for Alcaraz. All right, next section. All right. Seeded-wise, it'll be Tommy Paul against Davidovich Fokina. Both are playing at Adelaide and trying to find some form here. They probably will be, let's see what they're doing. But any dangers in here? Kovacevic, good in Brisbane. That's a tough first round. Kovacevic versus Tommy Paul, first round. Oh, that's tough. Then we'd play, Vukic has played well in Adelaide. That's not great for the second round as well. That's tough for Tommy. Riley Opelka's in there too, who's been playing really well. But Tommy just beat him. So, yeah, there's some interesting ones in there. Tommy could easily get through. Kovacevic could. Vukic even could. Opelka could. Davidovich Fokina could. And then they get to play Alcaraz in the fourth round. And I feel like, no one's scary there. Maybe a Riley Opelka, if he's on fire and in the fourth round slamming down serves, that may be the kind of thing for an Alcaraz. But Davidovich Fokina or Paul into perform could be as well. All right. Bublik. Brooksby. Bublik will get through there. Okay, Fuchsovic, Ketranovic, Echeverry, Kaboli. Haven't been very impressed so far with Kaboli. I'm a big Kaboli stan, but haven't been that impressed. So I see Bublik getting through unless Kaboli plays himself into form, which could totally happen at a slam. Tiafoe, I think he's got room to improve, but he's always dangerous. Oh, my God. Berrettini and Demonor. Get F's. Poor Demonor. Okay. All right, let's just take that in. Okay, good news is Demonor is not in Sinner section. Berrettini looked tough. I saw him play Murray 5-set match, Australian Open a few years ago. He's tough, but look, Demonor can take him. But Berrettini will be a tough one first up. That's tough. But for Demonor, Tiafoe, I think that's not bad for him. Bublik is the danger there for Demonor in the fourth round. The French Open rematch, because Demonor was up 2-0, maybe some demons to slay there. He'll probably be hoping that Bublik somehow goes out before that fourth round match, because an Alcaraz Demonor quarterfinal would be amazing for the tournament, for Australia, and Demonor's better chance to get through than facing up against facing Sinner. So I think it's better he's on that side of the draw, to be honest. And Alcaraz has never got past a quarter, so you never know, but I don't give it a lot of hope probably there. All right, I'm going to move myself out of the way so I can skip forward. All right, let's go to the next section. All right, next section. Zverev, Diallo, Popperin, but not in the greatest form, because that would be pretty cool if it's Popperin, Zverev. It could be second round. Norrie, who's playing well, could be danger there for Zverev in the third round. Cerundolo Zhang. Zhang from China was looking good, and Cerundolo has been... So that could be a really good win, a bit of a comeback if you can make that happen. Rublev there, played pretty well in Hong Kong. So looking at that overall, Zverev, Rublev, Norrie. Okay, like that, Rublev could get there. Okay, let's look at Medvedev, because he is in good form. And he's got Auger Aliassime's quarter, and I don't think Felix is in as good form as normal, so that is doable for Medvedev to get through, and doable for Medvedev against Rublevs and Zverev. This is a good draw for Daniil, who's back in form, won Brisbane, looks good, and a bit of a dark horse to win the whole thing. Okay, let's look at his draw. De Jong, Tabilo, Fernley, Rindinesh, Marasan, just big Rud, Marasan. Look, I think Medvedev can get through there. Tien versus Garon first round. Garon played really well in Hong Kong. Tien's, there's a lot of people talking about him, so that's a tough first round as well. Jordan Thompson has got the other Cerundolo. That's winnable. And hey, Auger-Aliassime, not in great form. Borges could win that. But Thompson, he's coming back from injury. It's a shame if he was a bit more fitter. I'd have him probably getting through there and going a bit further. But I like this for Medvedev. I like this for Medvedev a lot. But Rublev, Zverev, even Norrie has chances here. I'm probably going to rule out Felix, but he can play himself into the tournament. All right, let's go next. Okay, Musetti, Collignon. Oh, upset alert. Collignon is playing well. Forget about the Adelaide. He's playing well. Musetti is playing well too. He just made the final in Hong Kong, but danger there for sure. Dimitrov would play Tsitsipas second round. Danger for Tsitsipas. I thought maybe he looked pretty good in United Cup, but then his loss, I think, to Vukic in Adelaide, I expected a bit more from him there. So that should be good. Let's hope we see. Oh, it's Mashash. I just missed Dimitrov, Mashash. Oh, my God. Okay. Those three, that's good. And then if Collignon somehow beats Musetti, then we open up that section where we've got Fritz in that section, who's also not playing well. Lehecka, it's okay. But look who's there. Stan Wawrinka. Could Stan beat Lehecka, make third round, Fritz lose, go far? I don't know. But look, if Fritz can play himself, this is a good draw for Fritz to play himself into form. Musetti wins, he can go through here. I see a lot of people potentially getting through here to the round of 16 would be Musetti, Fritz on seeding to the quarterfinals, but I see this as an open section. Definitely an open section here. Okay, let's go down next. Mensik, Karina Busta. Okay, Mensik looked pretty good in United Cup. Hurkacz, let's look at, the two United Cup boys. What's with all these United Cup showdowns again? Hurkacz and Bergs. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. And then it's Griekspoor, who I don't think was playing that well. So that's an open little part here. Hurkacz is playing well. He could get through there, but Bergs is playing well too. Let's have a look. Nakashima, who's also playing well. And who have we got there? Bautista Agut, Chinese Shang, who's coming back from injury, who's very talented. The unknown of Djokovic. This whole section is open. It is open for anything here. Djokovic has got a lovely draw here, I must say. I think this is a nice draw, but full of danger everywhere and full of openings everywhere. If we're going to see someone come through and be a surprise semi-finalist, I'm already picking it from this section because I feel like there's players galore in here who could do something and question marks about a lot of people. Fritz, where's he at? Djokovic, who knows where he's at? Nakashima's in form. Mensik's okay, but can play great. Lehecka can play great. Musetti, of course, can go through. He's number 5 for a reason. All right, let's go next section. That was exciting. Okay, come on. All right, here we go. Ben Shelton, Humbert. Ooh, Humbert looked good. Shelton hasn't played any lead up, so that's a tough one first up. Monfils qualifier to start with. So that'd be cool, like a Shelton Monfils or Humbert Monfils second round. That'd be awesome. Hijikata's in good form. Manarino, tricky. What Manarino is going to rock up? Win the whole thing. Because you could have a Manarino versus Vachereau. That would be interesting. And the Hijikata, that's a little section there for Hijikata, good old rinky dink. He could actually go through a little bit there and cause some danger, but he could go our first round. Not bad. Okay, Shapovalov didn't look that impressive. Boo could do something there. I always keep thinking Menard's going to do something, but I'm waiting for it to happen. Okay, Casper. Oh, God, Casper Ruud and Menard play each other all the time, and it's always tight. I'm a Casper Ruud fan. Now, if he stays around and doesn't go back home because his wife's about to have a baby at any point, this looks pretty good for him because he's, I don't know, who knows what he does on hard courts in Australia. But if he could beat Menard, Shapovalov section, that's not bad. And then it's a bit open at the top, depending what Shelton does. Shelton plays well, he can get through here, but this is a little bit open there for a quarterfinalist too, because they're all beatable. Every seed here is beatable again. Wow, another open section. Hashanov, a bit up in the air. Pechi Pericard in good form against Bayers, who just was in great form in United Cup. All these people in good form are playing first up. So unfair. Mickelson, danger there for Kashanov as well. The Dairy, a bit mixed. So, again, there's a few that could get through that section. But Pechi Pericard's, I think, are the one to watch. maybe the winner of that Baez Mepechi Perra card could go far. Fonseca, who knows where he's at? He's not played anything. He sounds a bit injured. I wouldn't be putting money on him. And then Sinner. It's a nice draw for Sinner. Gaston, what? Duckworth next. Like, you'd need a fit Fonseca in the third round. Could be dangerous. But I don't see anyone above that bothering him to the fourth round unless Khachanov finds some amazing form. And then Ben Shelton maybe potentially, if he's on fire. He's got the weapons potentially there. But it's a nice little area for him. But this looks pretty good for Sinner. So overall, Sinner's looking pretty good in this bit. Going back, open as, but a nice little section for Djokovic or Rando to get through. Here, I'm liking Medvedev at this point, but a few openings for others. And maybe the Demon or Alcaraz showdown. So I think it's a tougher draw for Alcaraz with the Bubliks, the Demonors, Tommy Pauls, the Davidovich Fokina, compared to maybe just the Shelton as a botherer for Sinner. So, interesting. All right, I'll do a full analysis at some point, but that's just my first reactions.